Hi, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 24 of Soccer in the City, our New York City FC save to see how far we can take them. And this is it, isn't it? This is the MLS Cup final, our second in a row. You can see we're playing FC Dallas. It's one win, one draw, and one tie in the history between the two clubs. So this is basically the decider, and what a decider it is in, obviously, the Cup final game. And now what we'll do, after the game, we're going to have our end of season awards, of course. We're going to have our goal of the season competition. So after the final whistle, make sure you do stick around. But first, let's have a look at the team we're sending out. It is, as you can see, Sean Johnson in goal, Callens, Farmer Brown, and Chanot across the back. We're going to send Wallace down the left. We're going to send Allen down the right. Ludemo and Ring in midfield. Morales and Villa are up top. And we've brought in Harrison. If you remember, in the semi-final, we lost Alton Williams, our young 17-year-old absolute whiz kid. There he is there. He's out for 7 days to 3 weeks, not available for the final. Basically, it's a toss-up between Harrison, who is a really good player, but is only just being retrained as a striker, but you can see is capable of playing it, or Cantu, who is a young player who's decent, isn't he, but only just. So we've gone, you can see neither of them has match fitness. We're going to go with Jack Harrison. We're going to go with tried and tested pedigree over youth. So time will tell here. Let's see how we go. It is, as I said, the MLS Cup final. And here we go. As you can see the way they're lining up, sort of a 4-2-3-1 formation. Two deep lying midfielders, though. Obviously setting back. We are, I think, the top goal scorers in MLS, so it's not really a surprise that they would be sitting back like that. Now, it is the final. Let's give the fans a performance they're expecting of us. Alright, let's go with that. Then we'll do the old calm faith. And this is it. The whole season, it comes down to this. Can we do it? Oh, Yankee Stadium in full voice. We do, of course, have home advantage, having absolutely walked the Supporters' Shield the regular season. So we do deserve to win, don't we? But FC Dallas was second, albeit some 17 or so points behind us. So they're deserved finalists. So this isn't going to be easy, but we'll just have to see. I mean, certainly it's in New York. It looks like it's snowing. So you'd maybe fancy us on that front, as opposed to the Texans having to come up and be freezing their little behinds off. Looks like it's been a tight start to the game, as you would expect. Now, this could be trouble. Attacking throw-in for FC Dallas. Can we nick it and launch a counter-attack? Oh, Ring. Great tackle. We might be able to do just that. He's found Jack Harrison. Harrison holds the ball up back into Lundemo. What can Lundemo do? He's gone out for Allen, who is in space. Now, can we get a quality ball into the box? He's been doing it for us all season. This looks decent, but it's headed away. Only as far as Wallace. So back to Maxi Morales. Morales has been in wonderful form. Lundemo. Oh, he's gone for a little back heel. Can we win that back? We can. Lundemo's done really, really well there. Good determination. Cross comes in again and again. It's headed away. What is coming of this highlight? Can we win that? Farmer Brown. Oh, what a tackle that is. Farmer Brown. This is great pressure. Can we make this count, though? Morales gone. It's gone out to Allen. That's a good pass. Can he get a nice low ball into the box? He can. It's headed away again, though. We cannot find a striker. Allen, for the 7th time this movement, he gets one in. This side to the back post for Wallace. Go! We are indeed NYC, and look at, I mean, how many times did it come in from Allen before finally we got one over? Look at Wallace ghosting it at the back post. No one was expecting that, and Wallace has put us 1-0 in front. It's a deserved lead, I think, on the basis of the whole season, if not this game. We have probably just shaded it. We did tell him to concentrate there because we have a habit, don't we, of conceding goals after we've scored. If we can get a second, though, we have been blowing teams away in the playoffs at home this postseason. So a second goal here, and you'd wonder if this could really be a memorable final for us. Morales! Oh, what a goal that is! New York City fans are loving every second of this, and that is a Maxi Morales special. We have goals of the season coming up after this game, and there's a few he scored like that, but that's a scissor kick. There's not very many as good as that one, but might even just sneak into the honourable mentions. Let's see what we can do. If we get a third before half-time, you'd just about put the trophy in our hands, wouldn't you? As it is, 2 goals. 2 goals can turn around very, very quickly. Harrison has a bit of a gashed head. You're playing a final, mate. You should be fine with that. We'll just wrap you up in some bandages. We do, of course, have Cantu if we need him. look at that. That's a good half of football, isn't it? We've given them a sniff, but nothing more than that. So I'm going to say it's going to have to be... Do we get assertive? Let's just say a calm, keep focused. We'll do some individual team talks here, guys, and we'll be back for a second half, 45 minutes from lifting the cup. Excellent start to the second half as I choke on my words at half time. This could go on for a while here, guys. Okay, one tactical change is what I'm trying to get out here. You may have seen, I'm actually choking. We've gone to control. It is the final, so we don't need to attack. We just need to see this out. Oh, I'm falling to pieces. Now, is that a penalty? No, it's gone to the back post, and FC Dallas will pick it up. And as I try to breathe, what is going to come of this? This looks awfully like a counter-attack, doesn't it? Ball goes into the back post. Is that Chanot's done really, really well there. Now, it's still danger. Can we get the header out? We can from Callens. It's still there, though. This is reminiscent of our first goal, isn't it? Oh, it's a good strike. It's a really, really good strike across the keeper. We'll give them some encouragement after that one. 2-1 though. It was never going to be that easy, was it? We did well to clear it there. It is just like our first goal, really, isn't it? It just kept coming back. Eventually, they found a man in space, and that's a cracking finish, isn't it? It's almost as good, if not better, than Morelos' goal for us, the second one. So, game on. Maybe we should have been more assertive with our need to tell them not to get complacent. I usually do go assertive too, so I may live to regret that. Ball comes in again. Farmer Brown heads clear. We should get to that first. David Villa. No, we don't. Ball comes in again. Chanot heads clear. Can we get onto this? Oh, this is not looking great. Ring has done really, really well there. Alexander Ring is a ball-winning midfielder. Absolute class. That accidental back heel from Harrison there hasn't quite come off. A little bit concerned that our attacking players, neither of them are playing particularly well. That's a Stonewall penalty. And this could be 2-2. It is all going a little bit wrong in the second half. We'll give them a demand more the second that this... Hopefully it won't go in. We still have Sean Johnson. Let's not count the... give them the goal before it actually goes in. Come on, Johnson. Go on, son. It's straight through him. So we'll give them a demand more now because this is very quickly slipping away from us here. So that's 2-2. It was all looking so good in the first half. Johnson, should he have got to that? Yeah, so suddenly it's all very even. Here we go. Let's see here. Allen with the throw. In for Ring. Can he find a man in the box? It's a tackle, but it's gone for Allen. Can he cross it in? Good cross here. Back post to Farmer Brown. It's off the crossbar. Oh, so close. That was, 2 inches away. 2 inches lower, and that probably goes in. We're not playing well here. We're just suddenly playing a little bit rubbish. Let's give them some encouragement here when we can. And I'm thinking Harrison isn't playing well. We might need to take him off. Villa's knocked that in for Chanot! That's what we wanted, wasn't it? 3-2. We are back in front. Let's give them a concentrate here. And hopefully now we'll be able to see this out. Now we're going to take Harrison off, won't we? Because he's just not playing well. He's picked up a knock. We'll bring the young kid, Cantu, on. It's his big chance, isn't it? He plays as a defensive forward. So we'll give him a chance to do that. And see what he can do here. I mean, the other thing we'd look to do maybe at this point is take bookings off the field. But I don't really see a sense in doing that. We will now, though, just look to slow this game down. See it out. We're already on control. Stay on our feet. Be more disciplined. Stick to positions. Retain possession. Passing a little bit more mixed. We might just go to structured as well. And then when we get into stoppage time, we'll look to go defensive. That would be roughly now. And here we go. This is 3 minutes away from a second consecutive MLS Cup. It's looking good. We're in stoppage time. This is surely it, guys. Let's enjoy it because we are the champions for a second time in a row. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. A little bit tougher than we would have perhaps liked. Well done, lads. We'll give them the praise for that one. But yeah, not as easy as I thought that was going to be at half time, wasn't it? Made us work for it the second half, but 3-2. job done. Second consecutive MLS title, as I said. We celebrate a double. And, of course, having won the MLS Supporters Shield. Guys, wait right there. We'll be back for the end of year awards. And then, of course, the goal of the season. That is definitely worth sticking around for. Okay, welcome back. Now, before we get on to our end of season awards, just thought we'd have a quick look at the MLS awards themselves, because we had almost a clean sweep of the awards. You can see Maxi Morales was the MVP, probably well deserved, you'd say. 37 appearances, 17 goals, 11 assists from a midfielder, albeit an attacking midfielder. Not a bad return. Golden Boot was won by, of course, by David Villa, 34 games, 25 goals, and 9 assists. Again, not too bad. Alton Williams, our young superstar. I'm disappointed we're not going to get to play with him for much longer, because 17 years old, already 10 goals and 9 assists in 27 games. He could be anything, couldn't he? So it'd be interesting to see where his career would have gone. Didn't quite win the goalkeeper, though. Second, Sean Johnson behind Joe Willis of New England. You'd probably say harsh, but average rating was slightly higher for Mr. Willis. So, you give him that one. Defender of the Year, Chanot, just ahead of Callens. Again, quality at the back, weren't they, those two? And Coach of the Year, how did we only get third? We walked MLS Supporters Shield. We won the MLS Cup. And yet we find ourselves, despite a 69% winning ratio, getting done by a manager who won 46% of his games, not even half. So there you go. And of course, the MLS team of the season, you can see we had the 6. We had Johnson, Callens, Chanot, Lundamo, Morales, and David Villa. So yeah, just half the team of the season was for us. Now let's go up here quickly and have a look at our end of season awards. You can see that our player of the season, somewhat surprisingly, given that Maxi Morales won the MVP for MLS, was David Villa. 5% of the vote ahead of Maxi Morales. And RJ Allen, he did have a really good season for us, didn't he? He came into third. Goal of the season was David Villa, his goal versus New York on March 28th. Look out for that in goals of the season. That'll be one of the ones that you can vote for. Signing of the season was Alton Williams. No doubt that was the case. He was Rookie of the Year. He was absolutely brilliant, and he was only 17. Of course, we signed him from our academy. And Lundamo was the young player of the season. You'd say Alton Williams, and Lundamo's 24. So is he a young player? If he is, we got him in to replace Pirlo, and he didn't do a bad job, did he? So we won't argue too strenuously with that. But I think Alton Williams, despite being signing of the season, probably could have been Young Player of the Year as well. If you look at our Team of the Year, it's Johnson in goal. It's Anthony Robinson down the left back, as opposed to Rodney Wallace. That's perhaps harsh on Wallace. Chanot, Callens, and Allen across the back. As I'm still choking for my halftime team talk. Lundamo and Ring in midfield, no doubt about that, was that they were absolutely superb the second half of the season. Matarrita goes in at left wing. Now, of course, we played this formation half the year, didn't we? Not at the playoffs time. Matarrita left halfway through the year. I would have put Rodney Wallace in there, or even Harrison, to be honest. Lewis down the right, fair enough. When we did play this way, he was quite good for us in the end. And Morales and David Villa as the front two, all class. You can see by our player ratings or the player of the season voting that they are the two class players of our team. Look at the stats. David Villa top scored with 25 goals. We had no highest average rating for some reason. Fair enough. Morales, 11 assists. Best pass completion, James Sands. Another one. I think in the future, Sands and Alton Williams could have really proved the backbone of quite a successful team. Morales, most player of the match awards. He was really was good this year, wasn't he? Allen with most yellow cards. Rodney Wallace and Maxi Morales both with a red card each. What can you say? Red cards are red cards. We don't really care about them that much, though, do we? So that's it, guys. That's it for New York City FC in Football Manager 2018. I hope you've enjoyed the series. 2 MLS Cup wins. Wasn't half bad, was it? So thank you for watching. If you are new to the channel, make sure you're subscribing. FM19 is just around the corner. We're still going with our Nottingham Forest save as well. Champions League final to come there very shortly. So make sure you have a quick glance at that. And we're playing a bit of Age of Gladiators too, to fill in the time to Football Manager 19 comes out. So if you haven't already, check that out. It's something different, isn't it? Managing gladiators instead of footballers. So it's a fun bit of something different. And of course, if you have enjoyed this series, if you have enjoyed winning MLS Cup for a second time, please do thumbs up the video. It helps people find it, and it makes me feel better about myself, which is maybe or maybe not what you want to do. It helped me feel better. That makes me sound really sad, doesn't it? But guys, that's it. As I said, thank you so much for watching. Here are our goals of the season. Make sure you go to my Twitter at AussieVillain to vote for your favourite. We'll leave that up for a couple of days so you have a chance to go and vote for that. But until next time, guys, I've been AussieVillain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.
Life's a foolish game. Do you ever feel the same? Well, maybe we could change. Life's a foolish game. Time to ship another way. Feel it in the darkness. We're sailing right into those jagged cliffs. Some say we've always been insane. Hey, life's a foolish game. Simple equation, running close system. Natural world gone missing. Plus all our CO2 emissions equals degradation. Wasting ships and mass extinction. Foolish, foolish game.
And here are our top 4 goals of the 2018 season. Vote for your favourite on Twitter now.
Possible solution, rewire our connection. Maybe less consumption. Imagine from a mind of isolation. Revalue all that we've been given. God don't work on commission. We make up one big breathing chain. We're quite the same. Here life's a foolish, foolish game. Life's a foolish game. Do you ever feel the same?